for the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. First up, I want to apologise for the very strange lighting that I'm getting at the moment. We had some really high winds and horrible storms yesterday afternoon, and our power is out. So I can't use any of my regular lighting setup. So I've set up by a couple of windows, but it's really not the best. Normally I sit over in this corner here and I have some lights behind me and some lights in front of me, as well as just the regular light from the room. So I don't have that today. This is literally just natural light, which is going to keep changing through a couple of different windows. So it looks a little bit funny. So last week I took a break from recording, an unintended break. A couple of reasons for that. The first was that I had a cold, which I think you can probably still hear a little bit. I had a terrible cough and blocked nose and just wasn't able to talk and be enthusiastic or happy about anything really. Yeah, see, still have a cold. Then also I have been working outside away from the farm. I've been supervising Year 12 exams, so that's taken up quite a bit of my time, and I haven't really been spending any time on the farm doing a lot of farm work. But I'm back to a regular routine now, so in the next few weeks there'll be lots of things that I can show you around the farm. So I did mention at the start of this that the power is out. It's been out since 3:30 yesterday afternoon and not scheduled to be reinstated until at least 5:30 this afternoon. So that's made things a little bit tricky. So there's no ability to cook. Everything we have is electric. No water pressure. We can get a little bit of water out of the tap just to wash our hands. It's just a trickle, and that is only because our tanks are full right now, so gravity fed, the water will push back down into the pipes. So we can't have a shower, can't have a morning coffee. Hopefully it does come back on this afternoon. I know from previous storms and things it can sometimes take longer. We're probably looking at having everything in our fridge spoiled, which is a bit sad. But if yesterday was anything to go by, it couldn't have been quite a scary summer for fire danger. It was so hot yesterday, it got to about 39 degrees, and it was high gusty winds, northerlies, and the combination of those two things together, along with dry thunderstorms, which is what we got last night, is a really bad recipe for getting lots of fires this season. And because the grass has been growing quite a lot, and everything is sort of green at this point but will dry out very quickly, there's going to be a lot of fuel for fires. So we're going to have to be really mindful and keep close eye as we move into this summer. So the big jobs that we've been doing around the farm in the last few weeks are very repetitious. We have been cutting grass, and we've been cutting grass, and we've been cutting grass. It's quite warm, and then it rains, and that's making the grass go really quickly and really long. We've been mowing around the house to keep the grass down, to make sure we can see if there are any snakes, and to make sure that we're fire ready around the house. We've also been slashing some paths and tracks through paddocks where the grass is quite long, just so that we can see where we're going if we need to walk through, and also to drive, because if the grass grows high and there's a dip or a hole or something, you can't see it if you go through it. And we've also been moving the cows into little bits of paddocks to try and get them to eat the grass down, move them around so that we can get the most out of the pasture as well. The first batch of shed materials are being delivered today, so I'm kind of on standby waiting to get a call to say that they are on their way. We have removed gates and fences and slashed a path through a paddock so that it's easy for the truck to get in. and have figured out where all of those materials are going to be placed while we're still waiting for other bits and pieces to happen with the shed. The slab is scheduled to be poured late next week, and then there'll be a second materials delivery before everything gets put together. So hoping that I can add some footage around here of the first batch of materials, and we will be able to have some real progress on getting our shed up and going really, really soon. Well, as I said, I have been working away from the farm, so I haven't really been doing anything business-wise or creative-wise either. So this week there is no creative life and no business life stuff to show you. I have been knitting a tiny little bit, but no progress that's really worth showing. So I'll wrap it up here and say thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.